children regarding grades can be challenging. Now, if you have a self-motivated kid who comes home, they sit down and they do their homework and make sure that they get everything done on time, and you are blessed. And thankfully, my firstborn was like that. And I was so thankful. I didn't realize how good I got it until I started parenting my next kids through homework. And so I have had to use so many different strategies, and some worked really well and others not so well. So just a few techniques that I have used that I have found success in. I'm going to share those with you, and then you can go from there. One, monitor your kids' homework. So they have so many programs nowadays where you can go on and you can see their grades, their homework turned in, how much they received on. So if you have a school that provides that opportunity, make sure you check that out and look at it daily or every few days, depending on how often they enter their grades. And so that will give you an ongoing report, which will help you. It's better to find out as you go along instead of 2 weeks later and you realize, oh my goodness, you haven't been doing your homework in this class. So monitor. Now, I have also had teachers where I've told them, please send me a quick email if there's any issues in this class. It doesn't take much, and just send a quick email. And that has been an awesome partnership between the teacher and I, where they just shoot me an email and they give me the details, and I was able to address it that night. And that is also very effective. At least the teacher said, hey, it made a huge difference. Thanks for helping. It really needs to be a team effort with your kid if he is not self-motivated. It's not up to the schools to motivate your kid. They try their hardest, but really as parents, we need to be the ones that are really trying to get them motivated. As a parent, you know what drives your kid, what they love to do, what they will work for. And so as a parent, you need to use the things that they are passionate about, bring them into this scenario in regards to their schoolwork. So let's say, in fact, we're dealing with that this week. I told my child if the grades don't, and I have a certain measure, and you know what? It varies for each kid. Some kids, they cannot have below a B or else they are in serious fault. Other kids, you can have C's and we don't even make it an issue of it. And so it could be just D's and F's. And so it really is specific to that child. And so so right now it's okay if these D's and F's are not up to C and above by Friday, then I'll take your phone as well as any other electronics. And so when you got a phone or car keys to hold in front of them as motivation, that is really helpful. But you need to be assertive and stand your ground. If you say you cannot drive the car if this condition is not met, then you need to stand on that. I have seen through these last 18 years of parenting, I have seen some wimpy parents that their kid had a consequence and sometimes it'll last 2 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because of course my daughter will tell me how long their consequence lasts, because hers lasted so much longer than other, her peers. So anyway, so you have some backbone and follow through with your consequences. Don't cave in and allow them to use their phone when you told them it would be a certain amount of days. And so anyway, backbone is so important. You need to follow through. You give them a consequence. Basically, you're withholding something that they're passionate about, and they have to work hard to get that back. And really, that's the way life is. You know, we can't just go out and buy whatever we want. We cannot just go and do whatever we want. We have responsibilities. We have to have enough money and in order to do some of the things that we want to do. And it's no different for these kids. They need to learn young. They have to work for things to have the finer things in life. And so these younger kids, there are things that you know your kid's passionate about, and it really varies with each child. And so yes, parenting will be different with each child. It doesn't mean you love one better than the other, but it does mean that you need to cater to that particular child and their needs. And so my younger kids, I definitely have, they don't have phones, and electronics may not really be important at all. And so I do have to make sure that they need to work back certain items that I withhold. And they need to learn that work ethic anyway if they are not doing what they need to do in school. And so make it specific and just cater to their specific needs. And stick to your ground. Man, if you say something while parenting, you need to make sure it's realistic, one, and two, follow through with what you say for the consequence. And really, kids will work. If it's for their phone, they will work for it. If it's for the car keys, they will work for it. And for the younger ones, whatever specific to their desires, then kids will usually work for it, or they will lose interest in whatever it was you withheld that they had to work for, and then you have to revamp your parenting and figure out something else that might work. So it's a never-ending process, and just enjoy it. Love those kids. They'll grow up and be successful, but just make sure you're loving them in the process as well. Thanks, and be blessed.